Hello. I just got back from work. I'm making dinner real quick. I'm gonna make some tortellini meatballs, pasta. It's really easy. Besides cooking. And look what we got in the mail. Oh, I almost flashed my address. That would have been bad. This is the window regulator for the Raider, so we can put that on sometime. Probably not tonight. I don't know. It might be dark, but it's like sitting in the driveway now, so it'll be fine. We got that, so that's cool. We can do that this week or Friday or something. And then I stopped by Lowe's on the way home from work, and I grabbed 2 more 2x4s by 8s. So I'm gonna rip them up and make my monitor stand really quick after dinner. I figured out what design I want. I'm gonna do like 2 posts and like 2 in the middle and then 1 vertical one, and the vertical one will have the monitor mount on it, and that's going to give it like a tiny bit more distance towards my steering wheel because I want it to be closer to it. And then I'm going to have the 2 tall like monitor supports replace the current uprights, and then I'm going to move the current uprights up by the brakes and just have them as like another bracing point. Bracing point's almost like racing point. If you know, you know. I'm gonna have them be moved up as 2 other bracing points, and one of them will fit. The other one I'm gonna have to like shave off the side of one because the side is a little narrower, like between the gap between the brake pad and like the frame is too small. So I'm gonna have to shave one off, which is gonna be interesting. It shouldn't be too much. I'm just gonna have to like take a pass on it. I only have to do like the bottom 4 inches of it. So I'll just do that with a saw somehow or something. I don't have like a big sander or aggressive sander. Or maybe I'll leave it off, and I think I'm gonna either rent or just buy like a orbital sander for when I sand the entire thing. Once I've like decided on like what color we're gonna stain it. Ashley wants it to either match the floors or paint it to match the walls, which is fine. That's cool. And then she wants it moved into the corner so it's on the other side of the desk. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do tonight after I cook up and eat dinner. So see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I have had dinner. It's dark now. Out in the garage. I went and watched a video while I was waiting for dinner to cook, and I was like totally. I decided to totally pivot. So instead of doing like an attached monitor mount, I'm going to do a freestanding one, which means I'm going to use a little bit more wood, and I should have got 3 2x4s from Lowe's today, or maybe 4. I might just like say screw it and not use 1 crossbar. But yeah, I'm going to do a freestanding one. So I'm going to do 3-foot feet with 24-inch braces that go to the uprights, and the uprights are going to be the uprights are going to be like just under 4 feet. They're going to be 46 inches. Because I already have one that's 46 inches, not because they'll just be the same height. And then the crossbars are going to be 34 inches. So I can make 1 36-inch cut, 1 34-inch cut, and 1 24-inch cut, and have like 2 inches of slop per 2x4, and that gets me like the side rails, or like the base basically, and plus my 1 upright, and then not the other upright. So that gets me like 2 crossbars, 1 upright, and 2 feet, and 2 like bracing members to start with. So I'm gonna do those really quick. But yeah, should be pretty quick. I have gotten a lot better just in like the couple things that I made. So the first things I made when I was doing this was I made these sawhorses, and they sucked. They're not like the same height. One of them is wobbly. One of them is pretty good, but the other one, like, they're not the same height. So they're kind of just like a practice to like I kind of knew how to use power tools, but I never like used any on my own, and like none of those holes were pre-drilled. They were like all like I ended up like redoing a bunch of them, so they're like an absolute mess, and it was just kind of like it was a good thing to practice on, but they're like honestly not really usable. They're convenient to like set stuff on, but like they're not the same height as like the miter saw or anything, so they're just like kind of useless. And then I made, after that, this was like immediately after like the software's were like my test thing. I made this rack, which is 4 of those like big Costco bins. And they slide in and out. It's really nice. I haven't filled them up yet because I want to like organize the shelf, and one of them is like a ski gear, but that one's in my room still. I need to put it away. And this turned out pretty good. I think I was originally gonna make it like 5 tall, but obviously that thing's there, so here we are. But that was pretty good. That was like a little bit better, but so far this rig has turned out like really good. Like all my cuts have been like pretty good. Besides like the wood being kind of shitty because it's like $4 wood. So some of them are like bent or whatever. It's just like the cheap shit. But like besides it just being like cheap wood, like all of the cuts and stuff have come out like pretty good, and everything's been like about the right side. I haven't like fucked something up and like had to recut it and like waste a bunch of wood. So I'm feeling really good about it. So that's why I think these are gonna go a lot faster, especially because I already like mapped out like how much of each cut I'm gonna do. But yeah. All right. I ripped a bunch of stuff. I had to run to Lowe's because for what I wanted to do, I had to get even more wood. So I bought 4 pieces of wood today, which is fine. I'm still saving so much money. So these are my cut pieces. And those are my two. These are my 2 angled ones. So those are going to be the feet, the angled supports, and 2 cross members. Yes, and 2 cross members. Oh, I do have enough. So I thought I was not going to have enough for 2 cross members, but I have 2 there. Am I? Yeah, I have 2 there, and then the new 2x4s I'm gonna cut into a 48 inch. No, I'm gonna cut both of them at 48, and then another 34 inch cross member, and then I'll have some uneven wood left. Probably definitely could have like mathed this out better if I did the entire project as one. But you know, here we are, like 8 trips to Lowe's, and I think I might need another trip to Lowe's tomorrow when the monitor mount gets here. If it doesn't come with screws, it said it's supposed to come with common mounting hardware, so we'll see. But if it doesn't, you know, it's another $5 for a couple, you know, like M8 screws. We'll find out, but yeah, I'm gonna go cut up these uprights now and then cut my other cross members, so then I'll have all my pieces done. Then I can start drilling and screwing. All right, last update for tonight. I made a lot of progress. Would have been better if I had known what I was gonna do ahead of time and didn't have to make a second trip to Lowe's or go to Lowe's after going to Lowe's on the way home from work, but whatever, here we are. I have legs. Well, I have these legs, but I have these legs too. Yeah. Let me turn you around. Okay, so yeah, I made these legs. They're great. It's basically almost done. So I just did, you know, 3 foot flats, and then these angled cross beams again, and 2 4-foot uprights. Yeah, they're gonna be the width of these apart. So these are gonna go, but you know, with them spread like this. I'm gonna go verify inside, but I measured it, so it should fit on either side of the rig. So I'm gonna go one here, and one here, one here. That should be pretty sturdy. And then I'm gonna use one of these scrap pieces as like a vertical in the middle. It's gonna go like right here, and that's what the mount is actually gonna be on. So might be slightly over-engineered, but let's go. I'm putting my car back in the garage. I'm gonna put my car back in the garage, and then we'll go inside really quick and make sure that my measurement's gonna work. There's a close-up of Spot. but I can't go down anymore because my phone number will be exposed. All right, so I got them set up. So this is how it's gonna look. So I got these pillars on each side, and then this is gonna go smack dab right in the middle. And there's a little bit extra right now, but that just means I like nailed the measurements. So yeah, tomorrow I'll get these 4 pieces screwed on, and then we'll be good to go. Right, Spot? Yeah, we're good to go. We're gonna be real racers.